Hey, what's up, guys? We are here in Royal Revolt 2, and huge breaking news. The dragons are coming to Royal Revolt 2. They are an elite boost upgrade on the Pyromancer that will be coming very soon. And they have a nice little trailer coming, on their Facebook page, so check it out. Is pretty cool. So let's get back to business. We've got the War Season number 17, our drum roll, please. Who was the war hero for season 17? And without further ado, we have our first two-time war hero champion as King Aaryan1. First person ever to make 2 War Hero championships, and he did it back to back. Very, very impressive right there. Great job. Hats off to King Aaryan. Take a look at his base. It hasn't changed much, I don't think, since the last time we went through here. We have elite boosted knights and archers. Let's see how much improvement has happened here. It looks very, very similar. Go just run right through here. The base has got some nice choke points. Spawn out a ton of knights to deal with this base. Ooh, okay, so I think he's improved his wave points. There's 2 mummies there now. I don't remember if there was 2 mummies before. So even without the elite boost, mummies on offensive are pretty good. On defense, not so much. Nice area right there. You see we took a lot of toxic damage. And the reason they're good on offense is they spawn right next to you. They do a decent amount of poison damage, and it's a big AoE poison damage. Their fists, their arm is huge, so it hits like the entire wave group. So like all these guys are gonna take some poison damage. Well, maybe not all of them, not the ones like way behind the barricade there, but definitely most of these troops, as you see up here, will take some poison damage, and they also do a stun. Every so often, they will stun all towers and units in the vicinity. So that stunned the Firebolt Tower. It stunned the units back there. So unfortunately, when you don't have the elite boost, you kind of want to take the mummies out of your waves for defense. Because on defense, the mummies aren't that effective. The mummies are more of like a stall tool when they have the elite boost on defenses. Probably put some more frosters in their place. Put some more archers, blasters. Put a mortar. You want to kind of have that well-balanced group over there. And maybe sprinkle some gargoyles in as well, since there's a couple choke points. And a couple gargoyles here and there are sprinkled in, like one in like those waves that have 2 mummies right now. Might work out really well because they're going to hop over that choke points. So for the first wave up here, the choke point right there is very, very nicely utilized. You got that 1 gargoyle coming in there, which is going to help kill some of our troops there. These first couple mummies, I think those guys, the first 2 waves can be changed out when we don't have elite boost mummies. Getting more range DPS, archers, blasters, pyromancers. Get ready for the dragons. No, but in all seriousness, the first 2 waves there, the mummies, they're not that effective on defense when they're not elite boosted. You could even try putting in like one ogre and then some range DPS if you really want to have a monster there. The ogre will be a little bit better than the mummies when they're not boosted. And I'm not a fan of the wolf, but wolf might be usable as well. You just gotta try those things out. You see, this is what you want. You want to have the choke point with that kind of thing right there. A decent amount of units there, clogging it up, preventing all of our other units from getting up here. Let's go plug our phone in here. So it looks like probably put one ogre instead of those two mummies, and then the rest range DPS of like archers, art blasters, mortar, froster, something like that. But yeah, overall the base still is very, very good. It's just missing that oomph that elite boost mummies give it. That first wave right there kind of doesn't do much. Maybe, like I said, maybe an ogre there and then some range DPS so it sits behind the ogre. Kind of like here how you have the mummy, and then you got the range DPS there, which is sitting behind that barricade, which is doing a lot of work. You know, if you're not careful, not taking out that snake tower. So that wave right there also had a lot of range DPS after the mummy, which is a very good wave. Again, when we don't have the elite boost, just change it into a ogre, and then use the remaining morale points for something else. You'll notice that like my troops, they're not getting past the choke point right there. They're all kind of dying before they get there, get up to the hero. This is the pluses of having mummies on offense, is that they can spawn right next to you, and they can bypass those tough, troublesome choke points. So now those guys have kind of stopped because they killed off all the guys. The other way to get past those troubling choke points is to just stop summoning troops. So right now we haven't summoned any troops, and so there's no troops for them to actually attack in that choke point, so that choke point has to clear out. Now once it's clear out, we can start summoning out tons and tons of troops. So just a couple second delays here and there. So at the end, always make sure that you're very careful about your HP. There's nothing worse than dying right at the castle gate. Anyway, great job, King. Again, I would just, when we don't have the mummies, put in an ogre there. Give that a shot, and then add maybe an archer, an art blaster, whatever you can fit in there. Froster, possibly.